All right, today we're going to dive into this amazing scientific paper from 2009 that proved something that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction. And that is, believe it or not, you are literally glimmering with light right now. So let's break down how scientists actually managed to capture this hidden human glow and what it tells us about the secret clockwork inside our own body.
Okay, let's just jump right into the first part of this whole thing, your hidden glow. And I want to start with a question that seems pretty simple, but the answer is anything but.
Just think about that for a second. You know, when you think of glowing creatures, you probably picture fireflies, maybe some weird fish at the bottom of the ocean. But us, humans?
Well, the answer is a huge, definitive yes. At this very moment, your body is emitting its own light. And this isn't some mystical aura or anything like that. It's a real, measurable, physical thing.
So the obvious question is, why can't you see it? Well, it's because this light is incredibly, incredibly faint. We're talking 1,000 times dimmer than the absolute faintest thing the human eye can possibly detect. Our eyes just aren't built for it.
Now, there is a scientific name for this, of course. It's called biophoton emission. And it's not magic. It's literally a byproduct of all the constant chemical reactions that are happening inside your cells. It's the light of your metabolism at work.
And it's super important to understand the difference here. This isn't the same as bioluminescence, the bright light you see in a firefly. That comes from special chemical reactions designed specifically to make light. Biophoton emission is totally different. It's this ultra-faint side effect of just being alive. All living things do.
So, if we can't see this light, how on earth did anyone manage to take a picture of it? Well, that's where this incredible 2009 experiment comes in, which finally made it possible. I mean, capturing this glow was a massive technical challenge. The light is just so weak, and earlier attempts took like over an hour just for one blurry picture. So to crack this, researchers in Japan used an insanely sensitive camera, one that could literally detect single particles of light, individual photons. And to get that sensitive, they had to cool the camera down to minus 120 degrees Celsius just to cut out all the background noise. So here's how they did it with 5 healthy guys. First, they put them in a room that was completely, totally light-proof. After about 15 minutes to let their eyes fully adapt to the pitch-black darkness, they had them sit shirtless while this super-cooled camera just soaked up light for a full 20 minutes to get a single image. Okay, so let's get to the discovery. What did they find? Well, it was way more than just a cool picture of a faint glow. They found a hidden rhythm, a pattern to our light. See, they were curious. They didn't just take one photo. They imaged the volunteers every 3 hours, from 10 in the morning all the way to 10 at night. And they did this for 3 days straight. They wanted to see if our glow changes over time. And right away, they noticed something interesting. The light wasn't the same all over the body. The face was consistently the brightest part, especially the area around the mouth and on the cheeks. Okay, and this is the big one. The main discovery. The glow isn't constant. Take a look at that red line on the chart. That's the photon emission. See how it's not flat? It goes up and down in this really clear, predictable cycle every single day. So here's the key takeaway. Our glow has a schedule. It's at its absolute dimmest around 10 in the morning. Then it builds all day, hitting its peak brightness around 4 p.m., before it starts to fade again as we head into the night. But why? Why on earth does our body's glow follow this specific daily schedule? Well, the answer is actually really cool, and when you think about it, makes perfect sense. It's all tied to our body's internal 24-hour clock. As the researchers themselves put it, this daily rhythm of light is a direct reflection of our metabolism, which, as you know, is controlled by our circadian clock. So as our energy use goes up and down throughout the day, so does the light we give off. Now, you might be thinking, oh, it's just heat, right? We glow more when we're warmer. But nope, that's what's so cool. The study found 0 significant connection between the glow and body temperature. It's not about heat at all. But you know what it was connected to? The hormone cortisol. And it was a negative correlation, which is super interesting. That just means when one goes up, the other goes down. So cortisol levels are highest in the morning to wake us up, and as our cortisol drops throughout the day, our glow gets brighter and brighter. They're like perfect opposites. So here's the bottom line.
as our body's engine, our metabolism, is running, it creates these byproducts called free radicals. When these little guys react with other molecules in our cells, boom, they release a tiny spark of light, a photon. And since our metabolism runs on that 24-hour circadian clock, the light show it puts on follows that exact same schedule. And this is way more than just a cool piece of trivia. Understanding that our bodies have this rhythmic glow could actually open up completely new ways to look at our health.
So let's just quickly recap what this all means. We've learned that your body is constantly giving off the super faint light that follows a daily rhythm, and it's directly tied to your metabolism. The really powerful idea here is that this gives us a completely non-invasive way to see the body's internal clock in action, in real time.
And that kind of leads to one final fascinating thought. If we can literally see the rhythm of a person's metabolism by looking at their glow, just imagine the possibilities. Could we one day diagnose diseases or track how well a treatment is working just by looking for disruptions in a person's natural hidden light? It's pretty amazing to think our own glow might just hold some of those keys.